Okay, here we go. Three, two, one. Hello, everyone. This is meteorologist Ted Keller. You should be getting this in the noon hour. It's Tuesday, the 17th of June, 2025, and there has already been an upgrade to our severe weather possibilities for later on tonight. And let me just explain a few things just so you understand. And these severe weather outlooks come from the Storm Prediction Center, and they are meant to end at 7 a.m. the next morning. So even though you see a risk here that substantially covers the Ozarks, much of this is not really forecast to come in until this evening and in the overnight hours, just so we're clear on that. Also, they do upgrade these later on in the day occasionally, so you may want to check the website at SPC just to see. But having said all that, here is the change from this morning. The enhanced risk, which is this level 3 out of 5 right here, has been expanded to cover much of western Missouri, just about stopping at Springfield, Missouri. With the moderate risk, the real wind-making thunderstorms way out there. But we do have a couple of squall lines that'll come in and maybe reform and reshape the whole thing again overnight tonight. That would have some pretty high wind gust potential, 70 mile per hour or greater. Yes, some large hail in that, and a tornado risk as well. All the Ozarks are included in this, and again, this really doesn't kick into the evening. We'll show you a series of forecast radar images in just a second. I do want to cover the tornado outlook, and really the 5% tornado risk right here, the brown, is in that enhanced area. So that is the reason, I think, in part why they expanded that a little bit. So Joplin and Nevada will still see some thunderstorms that will come in two phases. And again, I'll show you the radar. There'll be an initial kind of mid-evening round and then an overnight round that will affect the Ozarks. But everyone pretty much in southwest Missouri at least has a small probability of seeing a tornado. And again, a 5% risk means 5% chance of a tornado within a 25 mile circle you put around your town or where you live. So that's how that is interpreted. If we take a look at a couple of other things here, this Colorado State University's severe thunderstorm machine learning model has the tornado risk shifted a little more. I would say that that would actually be more accurately placed about 100 miles south and more in line with what the SPC said. And while hail is going to be a much bigger threat out through Kansas, the high wind threat, again, shift that south a little bit, is in direct correlation with these bowing line segments that often form in these early summer type scenarios. I do want to show you, though, that the machine learning model NATOcast does put a 5% risk from Wichita over to Joplin, just stopping shy of Springfield, clipping northwest Arkansas, and also including much of Oklahoma, including Tulsa. And that's for, again, through tomorrow morning at about 6:30. So that's it kind of bolsters the idea that sometimes these Boeing segments I'm about to show you do have embedded tornadoes in them. So let's take a look at that. So here's the HRRR simulated radar for 7 p.m. Tonight. The Ozarks are pretty much still in the clear. There's a couple of renegade showers and storms. Sometimes you have to watch those, but I don't think those are going to be particularly noteworthy or very numerous. But you certainly see the eastern extension of a line that actually goes all the way back across the length of Kansas. That's where that real high moderate risk is located for today. But this is something we have to watch. And of course, as it moves toward us, it's 10 p.m. tonight. A cluster of this is already over southwest Missouri. And you'll note that's in the extension area of the tornado and enhanced area risk, which is right here and points westward. So again, does that mean that these are supercells? Probably. Keep in mind that this model is certainly not perfect. I would always give it a county or two variance, north or south, and then time variance by an hour either way. Okay. So again, just watch out that these will be in the area by 10 o'clock tonight. And then overnight, this is interesting to me, and I've seen this pattern redevelop a few times. Notice that we have one thunderstorm line that kind of arcs back here, leaving an outflow boundary. These might still be severe. And then the intersection of this and the new Boeing segment is often something we should watch. Now, keep in mind, that's being put right along I-44. That's probably not the gospel. Again, I would move it north or south a county or two, and it may not be strictly at 1 a.m. It could be midnight. It could be 2 a.m., give or take. Just so you know that these are not to be taken, absolutely at face value. There are some variances with these high-resolution models still, even though they are pretty good. And then just real quickly, I'll talk about Wednesday. Now, the new outlook is not out yet. It'll be out at about 12:30. But I figured we'd go ahead and just do this because tonight's the main thing we're really looking at least in the short term. But all the Ozarks are included in a 2 to 3 level severe weather risk for tomorrow, Wednesday, as storms reinvent themselves along a slow-moving front. And the tornado risk, again, extends from around Ava, let's say, up to Michigan. So a 5% tornado risk with those storms out there. That implies that the storms initially will be right on the line of severe, becoming severe, and then really kicking in, most likely again toward the early evening hours for St. Louis, for Rolla, and for much of southeast Missouri. So that's the latest update. I'll be watching it very carefully and either bring you more videos or Facebook posts as things change significantly or in any way so you can be prepared.